my man? I got a YouTube channel that's up and coming, and we talk about spiritual stuff. But today I got a secular conversation, and today I'm asking people: do all men pay for spicy fun with women? Would you agree, disagree, or have a testimonial about that?
Say that again, please.
Do all men pay for spicy fun with women? I can't say the word because we're live on YouTube.
I got you.
Yeah. And say some way, shape, or form. Like even a husband, in some way, shape, or form, doesn't he kind of pay for spicy fun?
Well, is there any such thing as a free lunch? No, you pay for everything in life.
Hit him with the flame. For some reason, I knew he was going to be the one that's going to be able to put some game on it. And what's your name, man? I'm Charles.
I'm Dave.
Dave, nice to meet you. The name of the channel, if you want to see this interview, is called Sky Daddy 44s. But today I'm talking about secular topics because this conversation was brought up. And shout out to the Coach Tribe. I want to give a shout out to the great CGA who coined the phrase, Coach Greg Adams. So look him up on YouTube. He's pretty big. But we bring up this channel in like our man's group, and check that out on Locals and Patreon, guys. So definitely subscribe to that. So the topic today that I'm going around and asking people is, do all men in some way, shape, or form pay for spicy fun with women?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what would you say is an example of a boyfriend paying for spicy fun with a woman?
It's called quid pro quo. You know, you gotta pay to play.
This guy's cooking.
You can pay it all kinds of ways. You can pay, pay for dinner.
I just said that.
Emotionally, you can pay it all kinds of ways.
Well, we got an acronym in our men's space. We call it MEAT. You're gonna pay for your meat. The M stands for money. The E stands for energy. The A stands for attention, and the T stands for time. So it's
That's about right.
So some guys will say, "Well, I don't pay monetarily," but it's like, well, how much energy did you pay? How much time did you pay?
Emotion.
How much attention, emotions did you pay? It's like you paid in some way, shape, or form. You just didn't see it. So yeah, you're totally.
And sometimes it's a good deal, and sometimes not as good of a deal.
Yeah, I'm all about the experience. So you win some, you lose some.
Exactly.
Yeah. Are you married by any chance?
I am not currently married.
Congratulations.
Now you're editorializing. I didn't realize that. I'm just giving you the facts.
I get my 2 cents. I don't.
All right.
I see with the current gynocentric system that we live in and the matriarchal that we live in. I don't see why any man would want to get married today. I don't see where the benefit is.
I've got a friend who says what you said.
Yeah. I don't see the benefit. I mean, with no fault divorce and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, she can just say, "Hey, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed," and bye kids, bye home.
Did you know? Here's a fact. Did you notice that 2 out of 3 relationships are ended by the woman?
Yeah.
That's twice as many ended by the woman as by the man.
I'm not exactly sure with this stat. Don't quote me. I would say like 80 to at least 80% of marriages are ended by a woman filing for divorce. Yeah. And then typically it's an irreconcilable differences. Which is basically no fault.
Yeah.
Which means I just don't like you anymore, and I'm gonna blow this whole thing up.
I'm gonna find some greener pastures.
Yeah.
Men are always on the hunt.
That's
what they say. Men are always on the hunt. Women want the stability, but then after a while, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
It's the other way around.
You think it gets that way as we get older?
Nah. As time goes by, I guess that's a way of getting older. But I think women, they seek that stability and they get it, and then they realize they didn't really want it.
Gotcha.
They want it to be. They're on the hunt.
Well, let me ask you a next tier level question here.
Sure.
Do you see that it should be legalized? Because I'm halfway to 80, and if someone would have told me 20 years ago,
are you serious?
Yeah, I'm halfway to 80.
No way.
That black don't crack.
I don't believe you.
I am.
I do not believe you.
I'll show you my ID.
You're 1/3, maybe even 1/4.
But if someone would have told me that we could go to dispensaries and purchase marijuana, if someone would have told me that we could get online and sports bet 20 years ago, I would have never believed it.
I neither would have.
So do you see that at some point spicy fun will be legal, and should it be?
Anything should be legal. As long as it doesn't do anybody any harm.
Okay. Why do you see that it's not legal right now?
Because people are slow to change. They get ideas and notions and old habits, and they're slow to change. But like you said, dispensaries, boy, it was like the most illegal thing you can imagine for 60, 70, 80 years.
You get a call with a seed over in Kentucky, and it was, bye birdie for a little while.
Yeah, you can't get a job and all this kind of stuff. Take a whiz test.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. And now it's like
everybody does.
I was going to ask you if you're.
No, I don't partake. But I've been there, done that. But I don't. Not now.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of.
I got you. He's trying to have a little fun off the camera, folks.
No,
Pause, by the way, pause. But
so yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So times change, people change, attitudes change, and then they slowly catch up, and then the tide turns.
So do you see that it will be legal at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And would you partake if it's legal off the record?
It depends on the terms.
I think we'll
Depends
leave
on the
it.
bargain. Depends on the bargain. We're talking like, commerce here in New Zealand and, quid pro quos, right? We were talking about
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're talking hypotheticals.
hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetically, folks.
That's with an H. Hypothetically.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. You're the best interview I had so far, man.
I'm glad you agree.
All right,
I
thank
think so too. You're the best interview I've had.
you. And definitely check out the channel again, Scott Daddy 44s. I'm gonna be the next biggest thing. And trust me, it's going places. Mainly, what I really want to focus on is trying to help people overcome anger. But I felt like it was getting a little dull, so I want to spice it up with the question today. But if you check out some other works, I try to get guys to go and forgive their mothers for what they've done to them. Get anger out your heart, because trust me, you don't want to drop your body with anger. So that's really the premise of my channel, is to do something that I call like a silent prayer, where I turn my hands over and I watch my thoughts like I'm watching a movie first thing in the morning, and I turn my hands over at nighttime and watch my thoughts like I'm watching a movie. And what's revealed to me,
out of your body and observe yourself.
Create that separation.
That's pretty advanced.
Absolutely. And you always want to have a little separation between you and everything, including your body and your mind. So check out the channel, man. I think you'll see some value in it.
Right. And go USPS.
Well, I wear this mailman suit because it attracts attention. First thing people see on Sundays is like, the mail doesn't get delivered on Sunday. Who the hell is this guy?
Well, first thing I said was like, where the hell's my mail?
I don't have your check.
Kidding. All right. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too, man. Hey, excuse me, fellas. Can I trouble you for a quick question for my YouTube channel?